always see this sign right here to show you that it is a preview. So let's get out of there. Let's save the arrangement. You can, if you X out of your blog, you could just click on. So let's say I accidentally X out, then I can just view blog right here. Perfect. So this is what we have so far. Let's see, what else can I teach you? Okay, let's go into our settings. So this is gonna show you kind of like some of the back office elements to your blog. So you can change the title of your blog if you choose to. You can, okay, so I told you that you couldn't change your blog address. Once you start blogging and people are coming to your website, if you change your address, pretty much they're not going to find you anymore unless they're subscribed. So I would suggest choosing something that you're not going to want to change as far as the free stuff, you know. So you can change it and stuff, because then it'll affect, this is your address. Okay, let's think of this as your home address. If you change your address and nobody knows about it, then they're not going to know where to find you. So that's why it's important to kind of have it established from the beginning. Whatever you want. Then you can change the title of your blog if you want to change it to, let's say we named it My First Blog, but let's change it to Healthy Recipes. We were talking about that. So let's save it. That was the theme of our blog. So let's go back and refresh. Perfect. Healthy recipes. Learn some healthy recipes for weight loss. How awesome is that? So then, see, the description again is here. It's something you can edit the privacy settings. I'm not going to go into too much about it, but I'm assuming you want people to find you. You want people to read your posts. So you just keep it listed on Blogger and visible to search engines so people can find you. These are the admins, the authors. If let's say you're co-writing with a family member, that you can add authors and then just type in their email address, and that will send them an email letting them know, hey, you've been added as an admin to this blog. So that way they can also edit. You can choose what their title is. So maybe they're not an admin, maybe they're just like an author. So that way they can't change any of the layout and settings, but they can add posts and content. So these are the basic settings. Post and comment. So this is how many posts will show per page on the main page. So this is the main page. I think I only have 3 posts show on the main page. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep, I only have 3 on the main page. So whatever you want, you can change it. My posts are generally like, I would say medium to long. So if you do short, maybe you want to do more posts. I'm sorry, if your posts are short, then you want to do a large amount. If your posts are pretty long, medium to long, then I would say keep it a small amount. I think average would be maybe like 4 to 5. So, but we'll keep it there at 7 because right now we don't have content. Let's see what else. Who can comment? So anyone, I wouldn't suggest clicking on anyone because there's a lot of spammers out there and they will just spam your website and a blog with comments with all kinds of crazy links and oh my god, like you just don't want anyone to be able to comment. Registered user, I mean, people will have to go out of their way to actually register, and basically it just won't let anyone register. You have to be somehow registered to be able to comment. You can also limit it if you don't want anyone outside of your network, outside of the admins and authors to comment. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. But I mean, sometimes it's good to have feedback. So it's up to you how you want to do it with comments. And yes, I'm not going through all of the features because some things are a little bit, advanced. Comment moderation, that means whether or not you want to moderate the comments that are coming in. For example, like if you click always, that means that every single comment that you get on your post or on your website, you have to approve. Never means that you never have to approve any comment. So it's up to you. Sometimes, you can choose for which posts. So like if you have a really old post for like 2 years ago, like do you really want to moderate it? So it really depends what you want to do. So if you click always, you can edit right here where you want, the emails to be sent to at whatever to comment. I'm sorry, to moderate. So let's hit never for now. You can always delete a comment if it's something, offensive. This is good to have so that way it's just extra protection, the word verification, extra protection against spammers. So, because it's basically those characters that they show on the bottom that people have to type in. So it's best to have them so that way, because spammers will use like computer software to just be able to comment like on many posts at a time, or many websites at a time. Backlinks, it just means excuse me, whether or not you want it's so two things. So whether or not you want for people to be able to share their links, or the links where they found your post, like if somebody shares your post. So I mean, just keep the default as it is. So in case you want to you can change it later on, but if I just don't want to overwhelm you with technical details. You'll see again as you start posting and as people start commenting more or less on your preferences. Okay. So we made changes, so we have to save it. Mobile and email. So whether or not you want to, so I have, if I want to receive, whenever somebody comments, this is where I'm going to be receiving my emails to. If you want to change the language, time zone, the way the date is set up, for your posts, like if you'd rather it look like this rather than this, or when somebody comments, how you want it to look. So you can change all of that. Search preferences, don't even go to this page. I mean, you can if you want to later on. Like I would say this would be the best and only thing to edit, the description. That's basically the description for your blog. Once you start blogging and having content, then you can edit this to kind of match the description you have up here, if you choose to have one. If you choose not to have one up here, then maybe whatever your blog is about, you can put it in the description here in search preferences. But for now, don't even bother with search preferences. Other has other things, like for example, if you want to save your blog, like if you want to export what you currently have somewhere else, if you want to delete it, if you decide later on, oh, I don't want this, you can delete it here. So we're not gonna get too much into what's going on here. I think you're basically gonna be mostly on your basic settings, your posts and comments, and language and formatting, and that's pretty much it. But this is where you can kind of change the main options in your blog. Okay. So let's go back to the post. I just want to let's go back to our agenda actually. So we have gone through the blogger basics, building content, and let me just check the time. Okay, we're a little over an hour. Let me just take a little swig of water. We're almost done, guys. The content is actually the most important part. So I wanted to show you how to set up your blog and in the layout. And I know we focus a lot on layout and features. And I'm hoping that you're not overwhelmed, because trust me, Blogger is very easy. I mean, at the end of the day, all you have to do is write and then just maybe change things around as far as your layout, and if you want to add gadgets, if you want to remove, if you want to remove things, like if let's say contact me, you want to remove it, just hit remove. You want to preview something before you change it, you can do that. So you're not tied down to anything, okay? Like if you don't feel comfortable with something, you can change it, whatever the case is. And you're trust me, you're gonna be changing things often in your blog, as far as your settings, as far as your design, and that's perfectly fine. I would say have some consistency. Don't try to change it every week, and because especially people, if you have a lot of eventually people who follow you and comment and are always going to you, they might get a little lost in all the changes that you've made. So I would say once you feel satisfied with the changes you've made, keep it for a few months. Like it took me a while to get to this layout for my blog. A while. Okay. I've had so many different layouts. I wish I don't have any current pictures of how it used to look, but trust me, I actually started my blog with this picture window theme, and now I just upgraded to like have my own coded theme, which again, that's something more advanced. And as you can see, I added with code certain features, like people can link to images, people can go to my Facebook, my Twitter. I added ads, added my Instagram account, so you can do upgrade and do a lot of things with your blog. Don't even sweat it. But in the beginning, at the end of the day, the most important feature of your blog will be your content, will be this right here. If you have none of this, then there's no reason for people to come to your blog. So that's why I say don't focus so much on the layout in the beginning, focus on your content. So that's our next point in our agenda, building your content, okay? So we went through how you can create a post. Now let's say you want to add images to your posts and videos, okay? Very easy to do. One thing I will say about images, so let's actually just go to your posts and let's create a new post right here, or you could click here, or you could click here. So let's say you want to talk about best salad. Okay, so let's go back to our blog. Our blog is about healthy recipes. Learn some healthy recipes for weight loss. Okay, so let's say this next post, best chicken salad recipe. Your blog is about healthy recipes, so your post is about your best chicken salad recipe. So maybe in your recipes page, you're going to include the actual recipe, but maybe in your blog post, you're going to have pictures of the recipe, and you're going to want to maybe include pictures of yourself eating the recipe, So, okay, so you're in your new post, and it's about your chicken salad recipe. Great. So we're going to have a content, and that's basically you typing up, blah, 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 la, la, la. Okay, so there's really no limit to how much you can write. I would say keep it to a paragraph minimum, and you can easily make something, you can easily write. It doesn't take much to write, especially when it's something that you're very interested in, very passionate about. Chicken salad recipe. Okay, so let me write something so I can show you how easy it is. Let's do something that I'm interested in, because I'm not really a big chicken salad person. Let's think of something healthy. Best, maybe not best, oatmeal for breakfast. Let's say this is one of our posts, oatmeal for breakfast. Oatmeal is one of my preferred foods for breakfast. Actually, let me just show you something from my Fat Fit blog. So I have this feature, this gadget, which is search this blog, so people can search from the posts. I actually have a post on chia pudding. Oh, actually, shoot, is it on this post? I'm sorry, I think it is. I'm sorry, I'm not remembering if I took it down or not. Let me go back to my archive. This is what the archive is for. Here we go. Chia pudding. So I actually wrote a post on chia pudding. So as you can see, I added some content. I gave some suggestions, and then I put the recipe in, and I showed pictures. Okay, so you can easily, you just want to be as detailed as possible without being boring, and that's why you just want to be yourself. Okay, so let's write this together.